What's something you didn't realize for years members of the opposite sex do? In my freshman year of college, one of my guy friends was horrified to hear that girls' periods last a week. He thought we had symptoms for a week and then let all the period blood out at once like going to the bathroom. He thought that pads and tampons were for if you knew you wouldn't have enough time to go to the toilet to let it out. Oh my god. Just imagine letting it all go at once. That's horrifying. While convenient, just imagine the aftermath. I did not know about morning wood until my roommate and I watched the proposal, then had her boyfriend explain to us the line "it's the morning" at age 21. I didn't know till my 20s that girls had to go to the gynecologist routinely. I always thought they only went when they're pregnant or something is wrong. For a while as a kid all I heard was girls don't have a wee-wee, so I thought all they had were balls. It took me a while but I figured it out eventually. I found out around 16ish that when dongs become erect it happens in twitches. I thought they just went up in one motion, like one of those pipe whistles. That guys unstick their balls. And it feels dang good. I used to think that in order to pee guys had to squeeze their dongs. Always found it weird when my dad sometimes rushed to the toilet. Took me the longest time to figure out why laundry detergent ads bragged about getting out grass stains and blood. I'm like, you gotta hit the grass pretty hard to draw blood. They can move their dongs without touching it by flexing muscles. Actually, it's the other way around, lady. We can move our human without touching him, just by flexing his muscles. We also operate his central nervous system in this way. Girls' nipples can come inverted. And it can only be just one. Source: my boobs. This isn't really addressing the prompt, since it's something members of the same gender do, but I recently realized guys who are having friendly conversations rarely do so facing each other directly. They are either side by side, or standing in an L shape. It blew my mind when I read that and realized that I had been doing this my whole life without consciously realizing it. I hate making eye contact or looking at someone directly while talking. I glance at them every now and then but I get uncomfortable doing it. This is amazingly dumb of me, but up until I was in HS, I thought girls only used tampons pads to prevent potential leaks. I just assumed chicks had a sphincter muscle in their vag and they sort of held in all their period stuff until they went to the bathroom, just like pooping. God, I wish. Until I was about a sophomore in HS, I didn't know whether girls bled out of their vags or their nipples. Health classes always said private, so I wasn't sure which set. A reason that made me more confused was I saw my friend lean over and I saw some toilet paper gauze looking stuff in her bra, so I thought she was on her period. Guess she was just stuffing her bra, haha. I'd like to know if girls do this. As a man, if I walk into a bathroom where one other man is crapping, he will almost 100% of the time sniff to make a noise that I'll hear every freaking time. It's important to make each other aware of the situation. That's why whenever I leave the bathroom when someone's in the stall, I make sure to pull the paper towels with extra aplomb, and to almost dramatically open the door so my fellow man knows I have left the bathroom and can use it in peaceful solitude. I dated a guy in high school who thought pregnant women had contraptions when they went into labor. A cigar cutter just came out. The time between contraptions is getting shorter. I just realized after 45 years of living that female pants have literally useless pockets. Even female cargo pants hold less than regular male pant pockets. For my 20th birthday, I had a drag party and wore my boyfriend's, at the time, suit. I couldn't believe I could fit my phone and a camera in the pockets and it felt like I wasn't carrying anything. And I was so warm and cozy in the jacket. He was in a prom style dress and heels. At 10 PM. He cracked and said he wanted to change back because he was cold. Suck it up, princess. I worked with a 25-year-old gentleman, let's call him Paul because that's his real name, who believed every woman in the world had their period at the same time. When he told me this, I burst out laughing because I imagined that he saw women's periods as a werewolf change brought on by a full moon or something. God, I miss Paul. What happened to Paul? Girls pee in the shower too. I learned this the awkward way. Not wash their hair every day. Some women only wash their hair a couple times a week. For black girls like myself, washing your hair every day can make it fall out. Enjoy intercourse. Somehow I was convinced it was just a favor girls would do for guys if they were feeling generous or bored. Store hide items in their bras. I didn't think boobs could get any better. What a fool I was. Men are constantly confused about why women bring so much crap when they travel. Watching my wife pack for a trip once, it dawned on me. Men pick stuff and pack it. Women pack stuff to pick from. I didn't know that dudes can sit on their balls. My husband told me about it and I was thankful to have genitalia that stays in one place on my body at all times. Every girl I know seems to be in denial that guys jack off all the time, especially if it's a guy they like. That men and women take their shirts off differently. Try asking a member of the opposite gender how they take their shirt off and notice the difference from your own methods, lol. It makes you wonder why. I didn't know guys came. I thought people just quit fricking when they were tired. No one ever talked to me about the ending. Women check out the bulge in a man's pants. I always thought guys wearing tight pants just had a strange fashion sense, but apparently they are giving women a show. Every grower just cried a little. I learned on our Ask Women that sometimes when they fart, a little bit of the gas can get trapped in the vag, creating a little fart bubble in there. If they swiggle around, then it gets released. Let me clarify, it gets trapped in the seal of the lips, not in the vag. I didn't know that periods last multiple days. I thought it was a one-day thing. The flush before you're done peeing toilet game you gentlemen do. Especially at the urinals. We call it the flush rush. I didn't think that women farted until I followed my extra wide-bottomed aunt up the stairs out of the church basement. I was 7 years old, right behind her, but it took me by complete surprise. The horrible odor permeated my nose and mouth. I could taste it, made me dizzy. That's when I stopped believing in God. I just lost my crap. I'm laughing so hard. As a male movie theater employee, I was shocked to find out the women's restroom always gets filthier than the men's. Truck stop janitor here. I feel your pain. Day old tampon smell, by the way, is the worst smell. Period. I didn't realize males don't pee themselves if they have to go and laugh too hard. It's like a superpower. Best way for a man not to pee himself. Get a boner. It shuts down the urge to pee cause we think we are gonna have sexy time. Wieners are such morons. It took me a long time to realize that women try as hard as men do to look good, be cool in front of people they are interested in. Women pheromones attract bobby pins, causing them to multiply and hang around all over the house or apartment. Girls don't pee out of the same hole, you frick, apparently. According to Orange is the New Black, a lot of girls don't know that either, apparently. I didn't realize until fairly recently that some guys wear underwear under their swimsuits. My swimsuit is basketball shorts, so I wear boxers with those, or else when I get out of the water all you see is a bulge where my shorts are suctioned to my dong. For a long time I didn't think girls could get themselves off. How could they when they didn't have anything to jerk? Don't feel bad. I am a girl and didn't know till age 18 or so. Got a female roommate recently, and we share a bathroom. I had no idea that girls collect their hair strands on the shower wall to save them clogging the drain. Apparently all girls do this, according to the other two that I asked. This is the exact opposite of the question, but it's hilarious, so I figured I'd post it anyway. In college I had a friend who said that one time he hooked up with a girl and she jeweled all over the place. I'm a girl and I was completely baffled. He went on to elaborate that when some girls CM, they expel little jewels out of their vag just like squirting. I told him he should probably get checked because that crap ain't right. So to sort of answer the question, my friend thought that jewels came out of girls' vags until he was 19. I didn't realize girls are just as immature about farts as guys are. I learned that guys never ever talk in the bathroom. I'm a bit jealous. I have several colleagues who will continue a conversation as I'm peeing. It's really awkward. I like to pee in silence. As soon as there is any sort of sound in the toilets, stealth mode is activated. Until around 16, I thought all girls have super clean room. Then turns out most of them are messy as frick. I never thought guys would love getting pampered with beauty products and spas, but I was so wrong. I have so many guy friends who are using me as an excuse to go for spa sessions. I thought girls came from emotional boys. When I was young, my parents threatened me with castration whenever I acted emotional. They would say something along the lines of, if you don't stop crying then we'll cut your balls off and turn you into a girl. Do you want that? Harsh, but it was very effective. I would always stop crying after that because I did not want to lose my balls, even though at the time I could not come up with reasons why I had balls to begin with. All I knew was that I did not want to get my balls cut off. At that time I started to realize that girls probably came from boys who were too emotional. There were moments where I really wanted to ask a girl how she lost her balls, but I was too afraid to ask, and because I'm a good kid, I did not want to have her relive that awful experience. Part of me also did not want to hear the painful feeling of having your balls cut off too. I actually did believe this for a while, especially when during that time I heard rumors of circumcision. I thought that both were somehow related. Eventually I would be scarred for a year when I was sort of hanging out with a girl around my age and I noticed that she wasn't wearing any underwear. I panicked and ran off. For the longest time I thought I saw the aftermath of castration, and all that was left on her lower body was the remnants of what was a dong and testicles. I could not go to sleep for a while because the horrible nightmares I would get sometimes. You've been visited by the good policy grandpa. You will be blessed with good economics and healthcare, but only if you comment sleep well Berno. If you are new to the channel, you can subscribe. I publish new videos every day. Until then, check out another video. Or don't. Either way, have a great day you magnificent people.